Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Black Panther fans and Marvel fans, I am going to try my best to not spoil it for you guys, but it's going to be very difficult because there are things I want to talk about. And hopefully this video doesn't turn into 10 to 20 minutes long. So without further ado, let's kick things off. It's a 2022 American superhero film based off the Marvel Comics, featured the character Shuri / Black Panther, produced by Marvel Studios, distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It's a sequel to Black Panther in 2018 and the 30th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's directed by Ryan Coogler, who co-wrote the screenplay with Joe Robert Cole. In the film, the leaders of Wakanda fight to protect their nation in the wake of King T'Challa's passing. In fact, Black Panther Wakanda Forever premiered at El Capitan Theater in the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, October 26, 2022. It was released in the United States on Veterans Day, November 11th. It's the final film in Phase 4 of the MCU. The film received generally positive reviews from critics and grossed $859.2 million worldwide, becoming the 6th highest grossing film of 2022. Wakanda Forever and Angela Bassett's performance, it received numerous awards and nominations, including 5 Academy Awards, winning a costume design, 1 British Academy Film Award, 6 Critics' Choice Movie Awards, winning 2 Golden Globe Awards, winning 1, and 2 Screen Actors Gold Awards. The sequel is in development. In fact, I've heard there were rumors that Denzel Washington would be in Black Panther 3, so I don't know if it's true, but it was floating around. There were articles written about it. So yeah. Now, there is a plot. Before I go any further, there's the plot. T'Challa, king of Wakanda, suffered an internal illness, which his sister believes that it could be cured by the heart-shaped herb. She attempted to synthetically recreate the herb after it was burned by Eric Stevens, aka Killmonger, but fails to do so before T'Challa passes away. So, and we know what happened to Chadwick Boseman. So there you go. The running time of this film, 161 minutes. I think it was about 3.5 hours, I believe, when I watched it on FX. The budget was $200 to $250 million. So I want to get the negatives out of the way because I don't want to spend 20 minutes on it. The negatives, the story is something that you're going to have to watch about 3 or 4 times to truly understand what's going on, especially the plot. When I watched it, well, when Retro and I watched it the first time, let alone my parents and my sister and my brother-in-law and the kids, we all had a hard time figuring out what was going on because there was so much and it was just a mystery. Not everybody is a comic book fan. Not everybody reads comic books, so they're completely out of the loop. They don't understand. So the best way I can describe of the film, you had the leaders of Wakanda trying to protect the nation to the best of their ability without the absence of King T'Challa. Like I said, terminal illness. And you had Queen Ramona did her best to do so. She did her best to lead the nation. So now, like I said, that's my first con, is that the film, it will be confusing to the point where you will have to watch it 3 or 4 times. Same way with the first film, which it kind of plagued, which it had that same issue. The second issue, I felt that I understand it was about sadness, sorrow. I get it. I understand due to Chadwick Boseman's passing. I understand tremendously. But I felt that this movie could have had a proper send-off to him and the movie without, being surrounded with the sadness and the sorrow and the death and everything else. So that was my second con. And that's pretty much it, Now the positives, I love the actors and actresses. The chemistry of it was pretty damn good. Angela Bassett, she did her thing as Queen Ramona. Unfortunately, she gets killed by Namor. Excuse me. I apologize for spoiling it for y'all, but hey, I told y'all this would be a spoiler. And that what pushed Shuri to become the Black Panther. I felt that was like a little nudge, just a one final push to go into that place. Kind of like with Cell, send his Cell Jr. miners and beat up the Z fighters, and unfortunately, Cell end up crushing Android 16's head while destroying the rest of the body, and send Gohan over the edge in anger to the point of transforming to Super Saiyan 2, and we all know what happened. Pretty good moment right there. Dominique Thorne as Ironheart, she was awesome. I was concerned that they were gonna make her annoying and everything else, but that wasn't the case. Winston Duke's character, he was phenomenal, and Koye, her and Man Ape got a lot of screen time, and they're really good. And the comedy, it was just on time. It wasn't inappropriate. It wasn't out of place. It wasn't weird. You're like, wait, what? So Martin Freeman did his thing. I like that. The villains, they were mysterious, and it was interesting how they transformed from a normal people to this like Avatar like race where they have to go live in the underwater because they can't live in the surface world. They will die. I think they had that heart-shaped herb type of a plant that transformed them into that. So, I mean, the music was phenomenal. The location of the film was beautiful. The action scenes were phenomenal as usual. It's Marvel Cinematic Universe for you. And yeah, and the fight scene, especially with Okoye, that big brute guy. It kind of like it felt like I was watching. Well, not watching. It felt like I was playing Ninja Gaiden 2, where it's just damn it difficult. Fighting the same character 3 or 4 times. Something like that. You're watching Okoye get roughed up, then the first time, then she fought the second time, and you're like, she getting this guy getting the best of her, and then the third time they met and she wearing the suit, and she's like, okay, I know your routine, I know your little skills, I know your strengths and weaknesses, I'm gonna exploit that and I'm gonna take you out. I like that. And speaking of fight scenes, I really liked Namor versus the Black Panther. It was really good, but the one negative thing, I truly wish that the Black Panther would have killed off Namor. I could care less about killing him would risk internal war. Who cares? This is the guy that damn near destroyed Wakanda, killed your mother, Queen Ramona, tempted to kill Ironheart, Riri Williams, and you don't think that you should get a little revenge? I also understand that revenge is short term. It's not going to bring your loved ones back. I get it, but I would like to see eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, blood for blood. That's just me. That kind of brought the movie down some for me. So with that being said, despite my positives and negatives of this movie, there's no neutral or anything like that. I would say the movie was great, but it's not excellent like the first movie, and that's and I'm okay with that. So that's a B plus. No, it's a B minus. It's a B minus for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Thank you for listening, what I have to say, and hope y'all had an awesome evening. Wakanda Forever.